Now, from the Low Country's news leader, this is Live 5 News.
We will make America safe again, Henry. And we will make America great again. Thank you, South Carolina. Thank you.
Tonight, Governor Henry McMaster is hoping a campaign appearance by the President of the United States will put him over the top when it comes to votes. Lisa Wiseman was in West Columbia as the president rallied in front of a packed crowd, and she has more. John Warren also making several campaign stops today, talking with voters trying to secure last-minute votes ahead of the polls opening tomorrow morning. The Greenville businessman says he's feeling good headed into tomorrow and says he wasn't concerned about President Trump's rally tonight. He's not downplaying the importance of Trump supporters, though, as 90% of South Carolina Republicans approve of the president. As a result, he spent the last 2 weeks vying for their votes, highlighting the similarities between him and Trump.
So we're going to go to Columbia and do something that's different. We're going to actually represent the taxpayer, and we're going to get good conservative reforms through. We're going to work with a lot of the strong conservatives that are already there, like Micah Caskey, and we're excited to really change government to improve the lives of South Carolinians across the state.
Warren says if President Trump were that big of an influence on the election, Henry McMaster would have won the primary outright and not gone to a runoff. The Republican gubernatorial runoff is just one of several races included on tomorrow's ballot. Other races include the Attorney General Republican primary featuring incumbent Alan Wilson and challenger Todd Atwater, and another runoff in District 110, which covers parts of the Charleston Peninsula and Mount Pleasant. Republican incumbent Representative William Cogswell Jr. is facing Russell Girard for the congressional seat's top nomination. Also, State Representative Robert Williams and Mal Hyman have advanced to a runoff for the Democratic nomination for the 7th Congressional District. That covers parts of Georgetown and Horry counties. And a reminder, polls are open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. tomorrow. You can vote in the governor's race even if you didn't vote in the June 12th elections. But you cannot vote in this race if you voted in the Democratic primary on June 12th, since this is the Republican primary. Live 5 News is your Election Day headquarters for all the information you need to know before and after the polls close. Go to live5news.com and click on the Campaign 2018 tab. Right now, rain has cleared out for the time being, but more is moving in overnight. Danielle Prinz is tracking them in the First Alert Storm Center. Danielle, are we going to dry out in time for the polls to open tomorrow morning?
I think we'll be.
Right now, Georgetown police are searching for this woman. Take a look. Police say this woman gave birth to a child who tested positive for drugs. 23-year-old Precious Nicole Wright is wanted for unlawful neglect of a child. Wright is accused of giving birth to a baby on June 7th. Police say the child tested positive for marijuana. If you know where Wright may be, call the Georgetown Police tip line. That's at the number listed at the bottom of your screen. Doctors at MUSC say they're expecting a full recovery for Republican congressional candidate Katie Arrington after a wrong-way deadly crash over the weekend. Arrington's doctors gave an update on her condition today. Arrington and her friend Jacqueline Goffer headed to Hilton Head Friday night when investigators say 69-year-old Helen White, who was going the wrong way on Highway 17, hit the car that Arrington was in. White was pronounced dead on scene. Doctors say Goff will require more surgeries. Today, Charleston County deputies also told us White had been involved in a separate crash along the same road just minutes before she hit Arrington. Deputies say White hit another car while turning right off Highway 174 onto 17 and kept going. Arrington's campaign says she'll need a few weeks off to recover. Her opponent for the District 1 seat, Democrat Joe Cunningham, has suspended campaigning for the time being. New indictments tonight against a Mount Pleasant man accused of killing 4 relatives. Lovequan Scott is now facing drug-related charges for marijuana in an indictment in March of last year. Scott also faces 4 counts of murder in connection to the deaths of his family members. They were found beaten to death at their home out on Lana Drive in March. Developers want to put a 4-story building up on Shem Creek. Did it get initial approval? We'll have the update coming up next.
That was actually my specialty in high school. Not running guys over, getting run over, and then saying, there he goes. That's not good.
Oh, no.
Were you the kid that got tackled?
No. I was the kid who got run over because I wasn't good.
Oh, so just didn't even worry about tackling you, just weren't even worried.
Yeah, I was just there, and I was like the tackling dummy, basically.
That's okay. In basketball, I was just the kid that would go and foul, and then they would pull me out because I did my job, like step on someone's toe, you know. I mean, this was elementary school, so I'm like 4th grade.
I was the last place person for track meets.
So we're all just failures. So we got that going for us.
Track manager.
Let's get a quick look at radar